This is Google AI Studio, one of the tools you'll be needing for vibe coding. And in this video, I'm going to actually be taking you through the interface and explaining what every component is, and specifically the ones you actually need for vibe coding, not the whole interface, because there's so much in Google AI Studio. And before we go on, I'm Justin Abo. I help people build products and solutions, and I also help people understand how AI can help with productivity and actually building great solutions. So let's dive in. Before we go to this interface, we had to go to Google search to type AI Studio. So this is basically how you can find this link in case you don't have the actual link to the site. You just type AI Studio on Google search, and the first link you see, you click on it, and it brings you back to that interface where we were. So now you have to log in, and also remember, if you're already signed into your Google account, you might already have access to this, but if you're not, you click on get started. So because I'm already signed in, I automatically was logged in. So you might have to sign in with any of your email, your phone number, or just use your Apple or Google account. So this is my Google account. So when it comes to building solutions, there are so many ways you can go about it. You can see where it says build an AI app and stuff like that, but I just want you to go directly to where it says build. Okay, click on it, and it brings you to this interface. This is the only interface you need. Okay, subsequently you might need every other interface. When you start getting acquainted with the whole app itself, but all you need to do is to click on build, and you might be familiar with this kind of interface where you have to type here and select voice or add files and stuff like that. So let me now walk you through this particular interface. On the side menu, you have Google AI Studio. You click on down, you have Gemini app, Google Anti-Gravity. So basically, these are Google's apps, products and apps that are also used for building solutions. And we're still going to talk about anti-gravity in another video. And we've already talked about Gemini AI app if you search through some of my videos. Now let's talk about what you have on the side menu. So you have build. So if you click on that build, it takes you back to this interface. So but you need to go back to build, and gallery basically points out to some tools people have built already that you can take a look at or even remix it. Okay, but when you click on, and when you look at the top, you see Nano Banana. So just exploration, basically. We don't need to go through all this now. So when you have start is basically the interface we're talking about. But when you go to apps, your apps, this is where you're going to find anything you have built yourself. They will all come in this section, and they also be listed here when you build. Then FAQ, frequently asked questions. You can go through this and see some questions people have asked and how they've been answered, and let it know. Okay, you can see this is basically what it does. I don't think it does more than this. So get API keys. If you actually have an API key that you want to leverage, you add it here. Settings is basically changing your theme. Submit prompt key, view status, terms of service, send feedback. All the things you can find in settings are all here. You can explore them, and this is where you can sign out, view the terms and conditions, terms of service, privacy policy. You can switch your account or sign out, and that's basically all it is on this side menu. So now let's get back to this interface, and when you click on this, you can close the side menu or open it. So this place is where you type the solution or idea you have in your head, and AI Studio helps you out with it. You can also click on I'm feeling lucky to get suggested ideas like this. It gives you this. It says create an app that allows me to upload any doc and then build out a meeting agenda from it. and each time you click it, it gives you a new solution. Each time you click it, you get a new solution. Okay, then you can, for this you can add files. Maybe you already have files you built from Figma, templates, images, you upload them here and prompt it to use that image to build you an app. So it could even be an image you got from Pinterest and just say use this as an inspiration to build to so and so. It's possible. Or it could be a Figma file that you've created or designed. You upload it here and say the same thing. Also, instead of typing, you could use your voice with this speech to text as well. Okay, so what else do I show you? Gemini. So you can switch your model here, but this Gemini 3 Flash preview is better to use. Then system instructions, you want to instruct your system on how to respond, but you can leave this, you can upload an instruction file though. Okay, but you can leave this as default. Okay, an example instruction set for model, so it defines how you want it to be building product for you. And what else? React TypeScript. So this defines what instructions, what the system leverages to build. Like by default, the configuration is for working with React plus TypeScript application. Assume a basic structure with index. Code assistant follows strict guidelines. So if you want to specify that you should use TypeScript for React or for Angular, so it all depends on you. Okay, you can see it's working with Angular plus TypeScript application. But you don't need to touch all these ones. You can leave it as default. So as time goes on, you figure out which is best for you. Okay, so let's close this. Now you have before we come back to build, let's scroll down and see what we have. Supercharge your apps with AI. So these features helps you add an extra feature of this. So you want to build an app based on Nano Banana, you click on this first. Same with conversational voice app, animated images, use Google search data, apps, generate images with Nano Banana, Gemini. So what happens is all these things here, the AI Studio prioritizes building an app based on these particular features. That's what it does. Okay, so I'm still going to show you how this is done. Now coming down here, you discover apps people have built. You can browse the whole gallery here. Okay, so I think we've been here before. So you browse the whole gallery and click on one, then you can remix it, duplicate it, and make it yours. As simple as that. Now coming to this, supercharge your apps with AI. So let's say I want to build an app based on conversational voice app. You click on it. You click on it, and what happens? Let's see. So you can see create conversational voice app. So you can now describe the idea you want to create. So it has prioritized this as the main purpose of building this app. Same thing if you say Nano Banana. Okay, and you can cancel. You are building based on these two, so you can cancel anyone you want. You can say you want to add Google search data. So these three features will be added to your app. Do you understand? You can say I'm feeling lucky. Still gives you, and it adds its own idea. So I mean, just feel free and explore. Okay, but there's a strategic way and process to build apps which we're going to go through. But before then, we're going to test out some of these ideas that AI is already giving us right now and see what it gives us. So let's try this: build a mobile app generating phone wallpapers and so on and so forth. So click on build and it starts building. So these are other interface I'm going to show you. So this is where you type. This is where you see the building process. This is for previewing your code. So for previewing your app. And this is for viewing the code. You can see it's already building right here. And this is for saving. This is for downloading your code. It's for uploading to GitHub. And this is for deploying your app. Okay. This is for sharing your app. And this is for adding your API key. This is for switching into different interfaces. This is for refreshing your app. And this one is for viewing it in full screen. So you can slide this to the left. So before we go on and view this is a settings box. The same settings we talked about. This is to refresh this whole thing here. And this is to restore. Let's say you type something else and you want to restore back to this particular version. Then you can click on restore and it brings it back to this. Then you can like this to just give Google feedback. Then all these tabs here are extra features you can add. So the AI Studio is suggesting to you. And what you have here is annotate app. So this helps you to edit a particular part of the app. Like you can click on it and point at that part and edit that particular thing. And this part, speech to text, use your voice to actually instruct it. So as add files, you can add files to start building. Just the same way I've explained earlier. Okay, so all these ones are just suggestions and ideas that you can add. And if you want to view the code, this is your code. Okay, and this is the preview mode. Preview. Then coming back here, you can, I told you, you can switch to mobile. You can switch to tablets. Mobile. So mobile, you can rotate the mobile too. Okay. Current. So you can reload the app with this. So like I told you, this is for deploying your app. When you click on it, it shows you this. So but you're going to leverage Google Cloud's backend, but you need to pay for that. And this is to GitHub, means you have to create your GitHub account, keep it open, then you sync to it, and it uploads your code and maintains your version control for you automatically. This is to download your app and have it for yourself, go and clean it up and use it somewhere else. This is for you to save your app on your Google Drive. And this is to share. And what else do I need to show you? I think that's basically everything. And preview. And I want to view this in full mode. This is where you go to, so you can view the app. Okay, so this app we created. What does it do? Describe your vibe. Generate unique high resolution phone wallpapers and so on and so forth. Let's just see. Click on this. Generate. So this is what it generated. You can download, remix, and so on and so forth. It's a very simple app, but I mean, I've used this to actually try to explain everything about AI Studio. So when we dive into building major apps, then we're going to come back to this. So let's just go back. So if you click on this, back to start, and you come back to this interface, by now you see your apps. You can reload. The apps you have built will show up here. So click on your apps. Okay, so I've not connected my drive, so the app we just built right now was not saved. Like I told you, you must make sure you save it. Save it, and to tell you where do you want to save it, what drive, and you have to save it. Yeah. So this is where you say allow drive access. And once you allow drive access, you can now actively be able to save your apps. Okay. So this will be all for Google AI Studio. And take care, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you very much.